Welcome to episode 4 of Data-Driven Tidbits for Teachers. Today we will discuss how to target small group instruction with data by identifying the point of error in the content of ELA. To accomplish this task, we will start by reviewing the reporting category reports in EDW for ELA and Math. These reports allow the teacher to take a closer look at student performance within each subcategory assessed on FSA. Because this is a broad overview of student performance, we will dive deeper into the standard and depth of knowledge to assist with identifying the point of error. We will also look at additional PD resources provided in Performance Matters through the Student Item Analysis Report. Our focus for the reporting category report will be 1. To identify performance gaps in math for each assessed subcategory, and 2. How to create student groups based off critical and exhibited weaknesses. Let's start with unpacking the ELA reporting categories report first. We never want to jump to conclusions and assume our level 1 or 2 students need help in all areas. We must look at the details within each subcategory to determine what are the exhibited weaknesses for that category. The report displays total points earned over the possible points for each subcategory. To determine if a student has exhibited weakness for a subcategory, the student score has to fall below 70%. For a subcategory to be considered a strength, the student would need a score of 80% or above. Looking at the key ideas in detailed subcategory, students must read closely to comprehend, analyze, and summarize essential information and concepts, citing textual evidence to support inferences and conclusions. This would be considered the foundational skills needed to be successful in the craft and structure and integration of knowledge categories, where each build upon one another. To address the deficit subcategory standards at the appropriate depth of knowledge level, teachers would need to create student groups for those students with identified weakness for the purpose of providing differentiated instruction. To determine the instructional focus for small group instruction in ELA, understanding the ELA category breakdown of standards is essential. Pictured on the screen are the 5 reporting categories for the FSA ELA assessment, along with the standards that are grouped under each reporting category. It's important to understand that the ELA standards are looping from grades 3 to grades 10 for the conceptual knowledge. The only difference will be the depth of knowledge level that the standard is taught and assessed at, keeping in mind that 60 to 80% of FSA ELA assessment is at the DOK 2 level. This means when preparing for small group instruction, instructional lessons and activities need to reflect the appropriate level of DOK that the standard is assessed at. So let's say if a student in grade 4 has shown an exhibited weakness in the craft and structure category and proceeds on to grade 5 and those standards within that category are not addressed, when that student takes the assessment for grade 5, those same standards in that category will reflect a weakness again. In order to address the exhibited weaknesses as seen within the reporting category reports, we must now unpack the standard and depth of knowledge level to assist with identifying the point of error. Here is an example using a 4th grade ELA standard within the key ideas and detail reporting category at the DOK 2 level. As we unpack this standard, it reflects the reading literature cluster that requires the student to determine in depth a character, the setting or event in a story or drama, drawing on specific details in the text. The color coding as pictured on screen is used to represent each of the skills and/or concepts that the student has to know to acquire mastery for this standard at the grade level. This will assist during the explicit instruction process, ensuring that the teacher has taught the entire standard, at the appropriate level of DOK and with a differentiation process after the teacher has assessed and unpacked that data to identify the point of error. Here are 3 types of reading errors that students could be struggling with. 1. Vocabulary within the text. 2. Conceptual knowledge of the standard relating back to the skill or concepts within the standard. 3. Metacognitive errors with processing of the information. This consists of the 2-step process of recalling the concept and then applying it within the text and/or passage given, which is the DOK level 2. This error is most common among students who score in the below threshold 0 to 49, red, and threshold 50 to 74% yellow value for the standard. To better understand student errors around the levels of DOK for ELA, we will refer to the distractor rationale taxonomy by Pearson Assessment. As seen on the screen, students who struggle with DOK level 1 make errors with decoding and retrieving facts or details that are not necessarily related to the text. At a DOK level 2, students make errors that reflect inability to apply facts or details in the text to come to a conclusion or inference. And finally, a DOK level 3. Students make errors that reflect analysis and interpretation with weak conclusions. In the Performance Matters platform are some embedded PD resources that can assist with the differentiation process around the point of error within small group instruction. These resources can be located in the Student Item Analysis report in the Item Attribute tab located next to the standard. As pictured on screen, to access these resources, locate the small circles with an icon in the middle. Clicking on these icons open up additional resources for instruction. Within the ELA content area, these resources are from the teaching channel. When analyzing student responses in the Student Item Analysis report within the Performance Matters platform, you are able to preview the assessment questions to help provide a clear interpretation of what the questions entails, along with seeing each answer choice that the student had to choose from. At the bottom of the answer choices is something called the distractor analysis. This analysis section can assist with identifying the point of error pertaining to the skill and/or concept from the assessed standard. Each analysis provides a detailed response indicating a justification of why the student could have chose that response, as pictured on screen. The distractor analysis is available in the Math, Social Studies, and Science local assessments and will be available in ELA Math, Science, and Civics Winter Diagnostic Assessment. Be sure to mark your calendars and join us for the upcoming data-driven Tidbit videos. They are posted every 3rd Monday of the month, so mark your calendars now. For more information regarding the topic presented in this video, please feel free to contact your regional EDW specialist and they can come out to provide further support. Thank you for watching and have a wonderful day.